A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. In those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day that Noah entered the ark. They did not know until the flood came and carried them all away. So will it be also at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be out in the field, one will be taken and one will be left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken and one will be left. Therefore, stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Be sure of this: if the master of the house had known the hour of night when the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. So too, you also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come." The Gospel of the Lord.
Today, the first Sunday of Advent, is also the beginning of the Church's new liturgical year. Advent comes from the Latin word adventus, which means coming or arrival. This season of Advent is about preparation for the coming of Jesus Christ. Saint Bernard of Clairvaux wrote about the threefold coming of the Lord. The first coming is the birth of Jesus, which we celebrate every Christmas. Then we have what we call the middle coming, which is the spiritual coming of Jesus into our lives, where He dwells within our souls. And the third is what we know as the second coming of Jesus at the end of time. Advent challenges us to prepare ourselves for these 3 comings of Christ. We get ready to celebrate His birth as we also prepare our hearts to receive Him now and at the end of time. In the Gospel today, Jesus tells us about the necessity to prepare ourselves all the time, for at an hour we do not expect, the Son of Man will come. Certainly, nobody knows the day or hour of His coming. Therefore, Jesus exhorts us, stay awake. That is, to make our hearts spiritually awake for the Lord. St. Paul in the second reading gives us a guide on how to prepare our hearts for the Lord's coming. He says, "Let us then throw off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us conduct ourselves properly, not in orgies and drunkenness, not in promiscuity and lust, not in rivalry and jealousy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision for the desires of the flesh." In other words, we conform our lives to the will of God. Let us not be complacent by giving in to the allurements of the world of secularism. Rather, let us focus our lives on what really matters. Thus, to prepare for Jesus' coming, let us all seek to love God and others more faithfully. Have a fruitful Advent journey.